All Pennsylvania counties are eligible for COVID-19 relief funds from the state, but it's up to the county commissioners to decide where that money goes. Today, the Center County Commissioners are finishing up their grant application before it's due tomorrow. Evan Hinckley spoke with them and members of the community to find out how they feel that money should be used. He joins us now live in Center County. So, Evan, before we hear their thoughts, tell us, how much money could the county be getting?
Well, good evening, Amanda. The commissioners are applying for $14.6 million, which today they said they're fairly confident they will receive that much, or at least that much money from the state. But then that begs the question, once they get it, how will it be allocated? Who will it go to? And what will the commissioners' priorities be? That's the exact question we asked them today at their meeting. Center County commissioners are asking for a $14.6 million check from the state, all for COVID-19 relief.
In some way, shape, or form, the cost or the expenditure needs to come back to the fact that it was born out of the COVID-19 pandemic.
But that leaves the door open for a large number of categories where the money can go, including PPE, where the county's already gotten the most requests for funds, and the others listed on your screen, which range from response and planning efforts to nonprofit assistance programs to small business support for businesses with less than 100 employees. As for who needs the money most, commissioners and residents we spoke with seem to be on the same page.
I think the small businesses, because they're really struggling.
Small business that need it, that's been closed since this whole pandemic thing has been going on.
I think the business community probably is screaming at the top of the list right now if I had to pick a number one.
Biggest category for me would be our small businesses and tourism. There's at least 1,500 companies in Center County that would potentially be able to use these funds for replacement of PPE expenses, for planning, for cleaning supplies, and possibly for working at mitigating issues they're having with COVID.
Money for municipalities, education, and healthcare services is also highly prioritized.
I would make sure that we were making whole as many people as we can.
And to make sure the funds are being used appropriately, the commissioners are considering using an accountant.
We need to have a forum where we actually, okay, what's your plan? How are you going to spend your money? And what can we expect to see with those expenditures? And I think that's the due diligence that we have to do.
The grant will allow money to go towards any COVID-19 purchases made, including those dating back to the first week in March. The state must give Center County the grant money by July 15th. The commissioners are continuing to ask for public input on where this money should go. They say right now all they need is a broad understanding of how they'll spend the money, but once they get it, they'll begin to divvy up dollar amounts into each category. Reporting live here in State College, Evan Hinckley, WTAJ News.